From face value, family vlogging seems to be innocent and fun as parents record their children's lives and share it for anyone to watch. Many of us see no problem with family vlogging since with a passing glance, it all seems to be good fun and the child is with their parent, so what danger could they be in? If you look deeper into these family channels, you will find that this is a new industry that is being built on unethical child labor. In ignorance of a child's privacy, parents who are willing to exploit their child's image and well-being for revenue, sharing photos and videos of your children may not be outright abusive, but it still takes away consent, and the children's abilities to shape their own online presence and embarrassing recorded moments practically last forever. Before we begin to dissect these family channels, it is important to note that the content from family channels are generally geared towards a younger audience, but is not limited to them. One family channel that's been a hot topic on the questionable practices of family vlogging is the Ace family. The Ace family is one of the biggest family channels with a total of over 18 million subscribers. They use dramatic images on the thumbnails of their videos and flaunt an apparently perfect rich lifestyle to draw viewers into clicking their videos. The Ace family had substantially branded themselves with having an extremely lavish life with the help of their 3-year-old child. Their most recent suspicious practice involved advertising a gambling website amidst a video called "Our 5-Year-Old Started a $1 million Business," which centered around their children making lemonade and selling it on the street.
Before we continue today's video, we want to give a huge shout out to Ludi for sponsoring today's video. I've always wanted to work with Ludi because they give back just like we do. For those of you who don't know what Ludi is, we're going to put you on real quick.
Okay guys, so Ludi is a platform where you can open mystery boxes and get items up to 95% off. You can get anything from the newest sneakers, the newest iPhone, and it'll be shipped straight to your house.
They even show a sample of how the site works with a clip of fake winnings while pretending to play. While using their child-friendly image, they advertise sites not suitable for their younger audience, focusing more on the use of children and family channels. We also noticed a shocking amount of thumbnails that portrayed their children having sustained some kind of injury or done something wrong. Longtime viewers would find concern and worry as they would feel connected with these families from watching the overshared moments online. This is where you can begin to question what part of the content is genuine or crossing a line. Would a well-meaning parent think the first thing to do in such a dangerous situation is to pick up a camera, record, and pose for a thumbnail? There is also another case self-documented by the mother of 8 passengers where a car accident had happened, and instead of caring for the safety of their children first, she felt the need to record this moment and teach them a lesson while one of her children cries, but she offers no personal consolation.
Russell,
This was my first car crash.
and you know what? I want to tell you something, and I want you to really listen. We should have been in that crash. I don't know how we avoided getting hit, but you know what? There is not a single scratch on our car. There is not one person who got whiplash. And do you know why? It's because we said our prayers this morning, and we tried our best to do what Heavenly Father wanted us to do.
The truth is that the appeal to family channels is surrounded around the children. Videos that don't surround children don't do as well. Some of you may ask, what's the harm in letting children go on camera and record if they look like they are having fun and want to do it? The thing is, we have to understand that what a child wants and likes is based on an immature understanding with a brain that has not been fully developed yet. The parents are the ones who decide what is right for the kids, but if their children become a means of profit, they can unconsciously equate their children to being a business, which is where a lot of family channels land in dangerous territory of muddled responsibility. Another thing we viewers have to understand is why do family channels feel the need to overshare with an audience? A study called Psychology of Social Media, Why We Feel the Need to Share, showed that insecurity was the main driving factor to posting on social media, seeking validation of others in order to feel better about themselves. The issue with seeking validation and likes on social media is that parents will likely ignore the safety and well-being of their child in order to gain that attention, which may have repercussions on their reputation in the future.
Wait, what happened? We good?
Oversharing is rewarded by an addictive high from validation and is also fueled by the prospect of monetary gains, even using their child's image to sell merchandise. These children are unknowingly working every time they get on camera. They are not considered child actors, nor are their appearances in videos considered labor, and therefore don't fall under categories of existing laws that protect child entertainers. There is proof that with a strong community speaking out against questionable practices on family channels, there can be action taken in protecting the children. Daddy05 was a family vlogging channel based around a dad who vlogged the daily lives of his children. However, many of his videos involve him and his children berating his youngest child for entertainment.
Don't you know how bad this hurts me? Don't you? Do you even care?
I do.
Do you even care?
The video shown is just one of the many videos on their channel that usually involve his older kids and himself verbally abusing the youngest child for entertainment purposes. From these experiences, a child could be more on edge for longer periods of time, which could have detrimental effects on their mental health as they grow older. Fortunately, viewers of Daddy05 recognized the abuse that his children were going through and were able to terminate the channel. On top of that, Cody, the youngest child, and his sister Emma were removed from their custody and returned to their biological mother. The reality is that this phenomenon of child celebrities on YouTube is so new that we don't really know what consequences can come out of exposing children to so much public attention, but we can prevent irreparable harm from their future by looking at how these parents are treating their kids with the content they're posting. While it is impossible for YouTube to enforce laws like the Coogan Act, which safeguards a portion of professional child actors' earnings for when they reach their legal age, or even laws that limit the amount of time a child can be recorded because of their age, YouTube can at least discourage pushing these kinds of content on their algorithm. By allowing these families to profit so easily, YouTube is rewarding parents for involving their children. YouTube is able to limit profitability of videos if it does not suit their advertiser-friendly content guidelines. They detail many topics that are not so-called advertiser-friendly, and they can certainly add unethical family vlogging into a category like harmful or dangerous acts. To have YouTube demonetize certain family channels may also be something that won't happen in a long time, because these channels also help YouTube. Even if YouTube won't take a hand in helping regulate safety for children-centered content and family channels, we viewers as a community can call out bad behavior. Awareness of the dangers of family vlogging is beginning to gain traction, and family channels will not stop posting content centered around their children because they realize it's wrong, but because everyone else will.